I forgot to put this in. Welcome to the Benchwarmer Podcast. Of course, my name is Eric. He hate me 702. And the man to the right, go ahead and introduce yourself, left, whatever channel you're on
You
right
got the
now.
nerdy East Coaster and Sam over here, or at Keldrock.
The nerdy East Coaster. All right. So right now, Mo is at work. He's got a new schedule for training because he has a new position. So he will not be joining us today. Jeremy right now is missing in action. Hopefully he answers the phone or jumps on later. He probably overslept. And then we got a lot to talk about because we didn't get on Thursday due to UNLV shooting. And now my Wi-Fi is acting up. What the fuck? Okay. This is just not
Wi-Fi doesn't want to work for that.
This has just not been a good day. Yeah, due to first of all, prayers. My prayers go out to all UNLV students, all the families of UNLV, everybody that works for UNLV. Has anybody there? My son was at UNLV when it happened. He is safe. Everything was fine. They did a great rescue. They did a very, very good job of keeping them safe. Shout out to the UNLV detectives because they were the ones that got rid of the guy. They didn't even know, from what I understand, that he was the guy. They just happened to run up to an investigation, saw him, and ended up with a gunfight. So prayers for everybody, all UNLV, people affected by UNLV. And of course, we got Vegas strong. So that's why we weren't on Wednesday. I wanted to attend to my son, wanted to make sure he was good, which he is good. He's doing great. Yeah, we played Lego Star Wars and watched Mario Kart and watched Mario the movie, Super Mario Brothers movie. We finally got it in. So we watched it on Wednesday night again.
I think it's a great way to recover.
Yeah. So we watched that again. So that was so he's doing good. But I just know when he went to pick up his stuff the next day, he was not. It's not. I wouldn't say he was doing bad. It's just when he hit school, that's when things hit him. So we have tons of stuff to talk about, and we'll start it off with Thursday night football. Did you happen to watch the Thursday night football game, Sam?
So I tuned in every here and there. Unfortunately, I was doing my nerdy thing. The video game awards were on that night.
Yes.
So I was tuning in. I saw the Patriots put up like 21 points, and I was like, what fucking world are we living in? Like, Bailey Zappi had 3 touchdowns, I believe, in the first half. Like, damn.
Yep. So
I was not.
The over-under was 30 points for bettors. That was done at halftime.
Was it wasn't that the lowest? And then the Jets Falcons last week over-under was 33.
Yep. That was the lowest in like 20 years, I think. It's not lower than the Army Navy over-under though.
Well, apparently a lot of stats have been broken this year from like back in the day. Like the Patriots are the first team to lose when the other scores 10 points or less since like 1983.
Yeah. No. Since 1938.
38. I flipped the numbers.
Yeah. They're the first team to hold an opponent to 10 or fewer points in 3 straight games and lose all 3 straight games.
Damn.
Dude, it is okay. Today is just not the day. It's just not working with us. I'm telling you. The world is against us today on this shit. I don't understand what's going on, but it is. All right. So, yeah, I didn't really watch most of the game. I thought it'd be a horrible fucking game. And then in a group chat, it was like, oh shit. And so I turned it on. I saw like the 4th quarter and I was just surprised. It looked like neither team wanted to win. I think if Kenny Pickett was there, the Steelers definitely would have won that game. But he wasn't there, so they didn't win. I think the Patriots are just fucking up their draft stock. They probably should have lost the game. But, it is what it is. I don't know if he's still there. You still there, Sam? No, he's not. Okay. So we'll see if he jumps back in. His stuff is acting up. My stuff's been acting up. So I guess y'all just going to get to talk to me. He's trying another Wi-Fi. Okay. So I guess right now y'all will just talk to me. Thursday night football was not. It was one of the better games. I didn't think it'd be as good. Just like I didn't think the Jags and Bengals on Monday would be good. So first half was good from what I understand. I only watched the fourth quarter of it. From what I saw, it was halfway decent. I was highly shocked that the Patriots won. I did not think Bailey Zappi would play the way he played in the first half. Is my foot doing emotional? No, I'm good. Okay. So I did not think that Bailey Zappi would play in the first half as good as he did. I thought the defense would rule the day. I thought if it was going to be a blowout, it would have been a blowout with the Steelers. Granted, they ended up making it a game, so it technically wasn't a blowout. But yeah, I thought no way in hell the Patriots would come up and beat the Steelers. Was not thinking that was going to happen at all. But one of the big things that happened this week on Monday night was Trevor Lawrence being injured. There's a couple quarterbacks injured because, of course, last week we had in week 13 we had Kenny Pickett get injured, which I'll talk about later, and then back with a flash.
Yeah, I'm trying to do all of like the troubleshooting over here as quick as possible. I'm like, God damn, this is taking forever.
He looked like he gave it. Okay, so I just moved on to Trevor Lawrence injury because it really wasn't much to talk about.
The Steelers, they came back and then on a 4th and 2, they decided to take a deep shot for no reason.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, to Deontay Johnson. Yeah, it's Mitchell Trubisky. Okay.
Yeah,
it's Mitch Trubisky. Trevor Lawrence injury. What do you think about Trevor Lawrence's injury?
Damn, this season's a big quarterback injury this year. Like everyone's getting hurt, and like this one, like it wasn't even like a defender. It was like literally an accident.
Yep.
From his lineman. So like I just feel bad. Why is it that he's walking out of the fucking game though? Why not get the cart for him to make it a little easier? He's like walking at like fucking a snail's pace.
I don't know. I'm gonna sound like an asshole here, and I'm gonna sound absolutely horrible. I think as a society, we have become way too fucking soft. It is a high fucking ankle sprain.
Yeah,
Patrick Mahomes played the whole playoffs and the Super Bowl with a high ankle sprain last year. If this was 1970, he wouldn't have left the field.
Chop that shit off and keep playing.
I put out a tweet. And I was like, hey, does Trevor Lawrence's injury impact it? And people went crazy. How does it not? This is a dumbass question. Of course it impacts it. Motherfuckers, it's a high ankle sprain. Now, I'm not saying that I could play on a high ankle sprain because I'm not a fucking professional athlete.
These guys are professionals.
They're professionals. They do a lot more shit than we do. They can put up some medicine. And again, I'm sorry. Patrick Mahomes played the whole playoffs on a high ankle sprain. So people are saying he's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. He's going to be out. Their season is over. Of course, we got the lovely stuff from the college football playoffs that the committee's gonna take the Jags out of the playoffs because of Trevor Lawrence's
injury. Now they're out.
Yeah, that was fun. But overall, I think we need to calm the fuck down as a society. What the fuck is a gork?
A what?
I'm sorry, I'm on Twitter and I'm going through the thing to look at something as I'm talking. And when it says home, explore, notifications, messages, GROK, gork. And then I put it on and it's like premium plus subscribers can use the most advanced AI gork on AX. It's a humble assistant. Shit. Okay, my bad, Joe.
Musk is just trying to make some more money.
Yeah, so I don't think Trevor Lawrence actually, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think depending on who do they play this week? We'd have to see who they played this week.
Unfortunately, I don't want to test my Wi-Fi, so I can't look.
No, I got it. Browns. So I'm probably sitting him. This week because the Browns have a fucking ferocious defense. But after that, we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens.
Garrett gets one good hit on him. He's probably done for real.
But I mean, I think we're overreacting. It's an ankle sprain. Tape that shit up. Don't let it move. Give him some fucking drugs and let's fucking go.
Well, here's the thing, though. If he really doesn't play and they end up losing this week because Trevor Lawrence doesn't play, and they might be a little screwed because, remember, the Texans are right on their ass.
Well, yeah, I see that because the Texans and the Colts are one game behind them.
Yeah, so this is – unfortunately, it's not just from he's injured. Like, this is now a pivotal moment for them because their division – the two teams in their division are right on their tail.
So the problem that they have is they do have to win this game because they play the Ravens next. They play the Ravens next. That one. Yeah, the Texans play the Titans.
Easily can win that.
Colts play the Steelers.
Easily win that.
Texans then play the Browns. The
Winnable.
Jags then play the Bucks.
Winnable.
And the Colts play the Falcons.
Winnable.
Yeah. So then on week 17, you got the Jags and the Panthers.
Domination.
And the Colts play the Raiders.
Winnable.
And the Texans play the Titans again.
Domination.
And then the Texans and Colts and the Jags. It's got to be the Jags and the Titans, right?
Yeah, if the Colts are
Jags and the Titans. So, I mean, technically, really honestly, like you said, if they don't win today, they basically, and they kind of keep pace, they could lose based off conference record.
Yeah, seriously.
You definitely could. But again, the Texans or somebody's going to lose one of these games. Yes, they're winnable. But
they're winnable. Never said guaranteed except for the Panthers game. This AFC South race is really up for anybody's grabs right now, depending on how the next 5 weeks go.
I mean, the big thing, I'm not even worried as much about the division. I'm going to be honest. I think they kind of have it locked up. I'm not that worried about the division. I'm more worried about, that doesn't make sense. I'm more worried about I'm doing the picks and seeing where I messed up. I would be more worried about the 1 seed. The AFC is wide open.
I don't think the Jags could get the 1 seed anymore.
They're 1 game behind, and that's only because they lost on Monday.
I know, and unfortunately, like I said, like this week kind of is a big swing for them right now. If they win, then they can worry about the 1 seed. If they lose, they have to worry about the division.
Technically, yeah. So if they win, if they play the Ravens next week, and they can pull that game out, they're only behind the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's when you switch gears to the 1 seed because then you have the division locked.
This is the problem. Like he has to play. I agree. I would sit him this week, but he has to play. Kenny Pickett's injury. How do you think that's gonna affect the playoffs?
I mean, the Steelers were in the playoffs by record alone, but the Steelers, we really had no expectation for them. I think this might be, if Kenny Pickett is out for long term, we might see Mike Tomlin with his first losing season.
Are you serious?
You think he could get Mitchell Trubisky to win games?
Motherfucker, he got Kenny Pickett to win games.
Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky, I think, is honestly at a level worse.
I'm not saying Mitchell Trubisky is good. Okay, but let's
also,
see.
he just lost to teams that only had 2 wins. He lost to the Cardinals last week. Then they lost to the Patriots on Thursday. They ain't looking too hot.
Okay, true. But they play the Colts next week. They play the Bengals the week after in Pittsburgh. Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, you're right.
The Colts, I think they'll probably lose. The Bengals is a winnable game, depending on which Jake Browning shows up.
The Ravens are going to lose.
Yeah, they're going to get stomped after that first meeting they had.
Yeah, no, you're right. They're 7-6. He could have a losing season. He could end up being 7-9.
Because
there's no 8-8. Yeah, there's no 8-8. So yeah, you're right. But do you think this? I don't know. How do you think this injury affects him with the long term with the Steelers?
Honestly, so he's had a winning season every year he's been there, and we know that the Steelers.
Well, no, not Tomlin. Pickett.
Pickett.
No, Tomlin's not going nowhere.
Pickett's been playing like ass personally. So, I mean, his Steelers career might be over soon. If not, though, because again, we know how Pittsburgh is with their players and how they treat everything. So Pickett could be there also forever.
The problem is, who are they going to get where they're drafting at? Who will they get that's better?
They're not going to get anyone better. So, Pickett's definitely going to stick around until either they find a better option or he leaves on his own goodwill. Because, think about it with Big Ben. He was bad for the last 2 years that he was there, and they wouldn't get rid of him.
But I think that has to do with because in his second year he led them to the Super Bowl. So I think Pickett. I think they'll if they let him go, I think they could start looking for another quarterback. But there's not going to be a lot of big quarterbacks out there, unless they don't hit the free agent market for quarterbacks. You never see nobody ever come to fucking Pittsburgh.
No.
So I think that they could definitely start looking to groom a backup, maybe go for a quarterback in the draft this year, depending on who falls to them. But really Pickett's the only way Pickett leaves is probably if they just don't resign him. Like they don't pick up his 5th-year option and they just don't, or they don't resign him after that.
Yeah,
I don't think he
does.
He's not getting franchise tagged for fucking whatever they get paid. They're not going to franchise tag him. They're not going to haggle over the price with him. So no.
His Steelers career is probably over.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
They could go get Zach Wilson.
No. Listen, I think people need to understand. Once the Jets touch them, you leave them the fuck alone. You do not touch a quarterback that the Jets have fucked with, okay? Because in 3 years with the Jets, Sam Darnold did not do fucking anything, and he progressively got worse. Fucking Zach Wilson.
Wasn't Chad Henne pretty good with the Dolphins after he left the Jets?
No, he only beat them. He went to Miami. He only beat the Jets. That was it. Oh no, Chad Pennington. Chad Pennington he only beat the Jets. Yeah, he only beat the Jets because they got Max and Brett Favre. Yeah, he was not. No, he might have had a halfway decent season, but Jalen Hurts, he was concussed in the game against the Niners, and he has the knee injury. Now he did come back because he passed concussion protocol. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about
this? This is huge for the Eagles if he has to sit out for any like extended period of time because they're in a rough stretch right now too, especially after losing that. Like the 49ers are 1 game within the number 1 seed. The Cowboys are 1 game away from the number 1 seed and the division.
And they play this week.
Like this is something that he can't really unlike Trevor Lawrence, like he can't sit out because you don't want to turn the reins over to Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
for this you can't, you cannot, or else you're losing that. You're losing everything you've worked for this season.
Yeah, no. So I think this is gonna suck, and I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I'm not surprised. I think that he's going to. We know what happens with mobile and running quarterbacks.
Yep.
We know with the guys that run, that do that tush push, is they're the only team that can do it. Fuck, the Patriots try to do it in lost yards with Bailey Zappi. We know what
the Giants happens. Try it, and 2 of their players got injured.
Yes, we know what happens. So this doesn't look good. He played a lot of games last year. Right now, he's got the concussion problem, the knee injury. Do I think he misses any games? Fuck no, I don't think he misses any games.
No, he's gonna have to play through.
Yeah, I don't think he misses any because he came back in the game and passed the concussion protocol. But at the same time, I'm not expecting. I'm expecting some lingering results when he plays on Saturday, Sunday with the Cowboys. And I'm telling you, they're gonna hit him. They're gonna put hands on him. You're gonna see a couple late hits on the fucking just to make sure he's okay. Because I would do it. I'd fucking do it. And maybe I'm just an asshole.
Micah Parsons might start going even like just blowing through their O-line just to
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I think this is huge for the Eagles. They have not looked great. They've been winning games because of championship medal. It's not the same as like the Vikings last year. And I've had to explain this to people before. When they're like the Philadelphia Eagles don't look good. They're just barely winning games. Look at the Vikings last year. I'm like, the difference was the Philadelphia Eagles were in the fucking Super Bowl and they almost won it. They went through the playoffs and beat teams in the playoffs and won when they had to. The Vikings fucking did. The Vikings lost the fucking Giants with Daniel Jones. Shut the fuck up. So
yeah, I mean the Eagles, they're struggling, but they're still winning games.
But they're doing, they're not. I don't look at there's certain I tell people all wins aren't equal. So when we were looking at the Vikings last year, you're looking at some of these teams that are winning by a game, a couple points. You're like, okay, they're getting lucky, especially if they weren't good the year before and they just kind of came out of nowhere. Like if the Lions are winning every game by 3 points, you'd be like, okay, they're probably getting lucky on some of these. But then when you have a team that has been in the playoffs consistently, has shown that they're good, shown what they know, they've won in the playoffs, they've been to the Super Bowl. In my opinion, that's not as much luck. Yeah, some luck goes into it, but they're just finding ways to win. And it's kind of weird how I think it's totally different.
Well,
But
it is. Think about it. Like you said, they went to the Super Bowl and they blew out a 49ers team.
Yeah.
They blew out a Giants team. Like, they know how to blow out people, but like, yeah, you're gonna have games where it's rough. And like, the game that I'm thinking of is they played the Bills. The Bills are supposed to be like a good playoff team. Like, so it's understandable that they were in a hard fought battle against the Chiefs. It was a hard fought battle. It's not like they're getting tied up with, fucking the Falcons.
True.
I was going to say the Commanders, but that's a division game, so they're always going to be locked up.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're having a close game with the Falcons. It's not a close game with the Saints. It's not a close game with like the Panthers.
The Jets.
The Jets.
The Jets beat them. Never mind.
The Jets did beat them. But that was probably just because it was lucky at that point.
Yeah. That was that lucky one where you're looking over. But I get what you're saying. They're beating the teams they're supposed to beat.
Exactly.
And they're winning. They're finding ways to win against the better teams.
And so, like, I listened to everyone like, "Oh, the Eagles look bad." It's like, you're playing really good teams. Like, if they were, say if they end up as the 5 seed, they go into Atlanta, and they're having a small, like, it's 21-14, and the Falcons are winning. That's when it's like, all right, what's going on here? What happened to the Eagles? I'm shitting on my own team because I know that's true. If they're beating the Eagles by anything, something's wrong with the Eagles.
let me see how I'm gonna say this. They also get every team's best shot.
Yes.
That is the game that people circle. It's not like when the Jets beat the Eagles, they got a confidence boost for that. If you lose to the Eagles, we almost had them. That's a confidence boost because of where they were at. Their quarterback, their MVP candidate quarterback. So when they're playing teams, it's not like, like they're playing like the same, they're getting the same respect as the Cardinals. Or no, they're getting, all week, we got to do this. We're getting everybody's best shot. They're getting everybody's best shot. Not just like, okay, if we lose, we lose. And I know people go, that doesn't happen in sports, but it does.
It is. It's when the better teams are coming around, people are more like intent with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Falcons Jets last week. We want to try to play our best, but it's not like one of those games where it's like, we have to go all out.
Yep. Yeah. No. Exactly. Like if you're in the third quarter and you're down 24-17 and you're playing, like, let's say you're playing the Eagles. Yeah. We had a great job, but we almost beat them. We could beat them. You're down 24-17 and you're the Cardinals playing the fucking Eagles. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Or playing the fucking Dolphins or another team that's good. You would be trying, but it's not the same as playing the Eagles. You don't have that extra fire.
Yeah.
Like fighting for a heavyweight championship belt is not the same as fighting in a 10-round fight. I'm just saying. It's not the same.
It's not.
The Jags ex-employee. Let's get on this motherfucker.
How the fuck did he do that?
So he was in charge of the virtual credit program.
Oh,
the virtual credit card program. So that's how he did that.
You say credit card, it's like you already know how they're going with it.
Yeah, he was the one that was in charge of approving it, putting the charges in, sending them over. So anybody that's ever had a corporate credit card, normally what ends up happening is some places you have to get approval before you use it. Some places there's a website where once you use it, you have to use it within your discretion. But once you use it, you have to go and put what it's for. Where I was at, we had to scan in receipts. So we would scan in our receipts or take pictures of it. So sure that we proved it, unless it was like hotels or something like that. So in that scenario, that's how you would do it. Now, when you got the bill, you would have to be overlooking the bill. Oh, well, Eric said, okay, we have a hotels.com for here. He says this was for Reno. Okay, we have Steak and Shake here. He says this receipt matches. So you got to kind of cross-reference them. But most of the time, somebody's paying attention. I don't know what the fuck happened here. Because this dude he got hired in 2019 to his firing in February of 2023 and altered the documents to cover up his spending. So, but when you're using the amount of money that he's spending, it's not the same as $100. He was doing wire fraud and making illegal monetary transactions. Here's some of the stuff. While Patel was only allowed to use a virtual credit card for business expenses, prosecutors say he charged the team such items as a condo in the wealthy suburb of Ponte Vedra Beach, valued at $265,000.
I hope the team got to use that
condo. No.
I know.
So he probably bought a condo. It might not have been in the team's name. It could have been in the team's name, because that would be the easiest way not to get caught. But it could be in his name. But no, he bought a fucking condo. And why? Why did nobody notice it's $265,000? Because he would split that shit up for like catering and other shit like that, and travel expenses. Because do you know how much operational expenses an NFL football team spends?
A lot of money.
Or pro football team spends. You know how much money catering is for the fucking week? So he would split that up. A $95,000 watch bought from an online luxury consignment shop. A Tesla Model 3 sedan. A Nissan pickup truck.
Why do you need two cars?
You gotta have your Tesla, and then you gotta have your zombie mobile. Like anybody that has an electrical car needs to have their what the fuck mobile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck happens, we need to have a regular beast of a automobile. What the fuck?
Car.
A well of cryptocurrencies, NFTs. So he wasted money on NFTs. Not only was he a fucking idiot, he was an idiot with the shit he was buying. Online gambling, sports memorabilia, concert and sporting event tickets, private jet travel, luxury hotel bookings, private resident rentals, a country club membership, spa trips, and a retainer fee for a criminal defense law firm.
Oh, so he was getting ready too. You got a lawyer.
So he is now arrested. He's going to go to jail for a long, long time. But I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't understand. I understand how it happens. I work in the banking industry. I used to work in the financial industry with loans and stuff like that. I have seen multiple people get arrested in those industries for stealing. We had a lady that was writing fake checks on doing fake loans and then voiding them. And she got she was doing it on old accounts. She got so blazing that and she ran like 5 fucking stores. They arrested her for stealing like $195,000 from us.
People are crazy for what they think they can do.
So I've seen it. I've done it. I just thought that was fucking hilarious to me because he wasn't even smart. Like, this is how you know these motherfuckers aren't real criminals.
You bought a fucking condo, dude.
I'm going to be honest. I would see this is the problem that you have. Yeah, would I have bought certain shit? Yes. Let's talk about what I would have done if I was this employee, okay? I would have bought shit that goes within means of the team. Because anything that I buy, I can fucking sell. Do you see what I'm saying? So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to buy stuff that is normal for team stuff. Oh, we needed a new cart facility for the fucking travel back and forth for the thing. We needed this for the practice facility. And I'm going to sell that bitch. Okay? I'm going to sell it. And I'm going to take the money. And then I'm going to go and do other shit with that. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's how I would do it. I would personally buy shit.
Thinking about this.
I've been telling people for a while, I am an evil person. I'm not even an evil person. I am naturally a criminal. I don't know why, but naturally I am a criminal. The problem is I am scared of jail. So I don't do shit, okay? But I am naturally, when I was a young buck, I did dumbass shit. And I was in a lot of fucking trouble. As I got older, I realized trouble wasn't worth it. But no, like, there's multiple things that I would completely, like, if I see something, I'm like, this is why they fucked up. This is what I would have done. I'm simple. I would have done that. I would have ended up buying a business or opening a business so I could wash money through it. There would have been a lot of fucking ways to do this. But the last fucking thing I would have done was done what this motherfucker did. They would have had a hell of a time catching me. They would have been like, wait, what happened to this golf cart? Oh, that motherfucker broke down. Yeah, so we just sent it to the auction. I would have came up with so many different ways. And so, yeah, that would have been me. That would have been how I would have done it. Okay, so we'll go ahead. You know what? We're gonna do those last, so it's easy. You know what? We'll go ahead and do it because I'm not gonna edit it, and because I don't have them. And I'll just tweet it out. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to find a website where I do the tweets. But okay, so let's go with the picks. We'll go with this week's picks. So last
you
week,
need a website to do the tweets. What?
not the tweets. I'm gonna do. I need a website where I could do where you could pick them and put them in. Like, yeah, and then I can just take a screenshot of that so I can put that up, so I don't have to tweet everything out. Everybody's picks out. Yeah. So last week we did. I went 7-6. Jeremy went 6-7. Sam went 8-5, and Mauricio went 9-4. For the year, Mauricio is 126-67. I am 117-76. Sam is 112-81 with a 3-game lead over Jeremy at 109-84. So we're getting serious now. So because Jeremy, I need Sam to continue his winning spree, continue getting some points over Jeremy. So that way, and I need to catch Mauricio because I would love to see Jeremy in Chiefs gear. I would love to.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious to see Jeremy wearing some Chiefs stuff.
All right, so this week, we started the week off. You and Mo picked the Steelers.
Yeah, biggest regret of my life.
Yeah, we started with the loss. Jeremy started with the win. He got the Patriots. Texans, Jets. I got Texans.
Texans.
All right. Ravens, Rams.
Ravens.
I got Ravens. Panthers, Saints. I'm gonna go with Saints. I don't know why.
Saints.
Because the last time I picked the Panthers, they fucked me. Colts, Bengals.
Ooh, that's actually a tough one.
I'm going Bengals.
I'm gonna go Colts.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Bengals. Buccaneers, Falcons. I know you're going Falcons.
Yeah, this is a game they should win.
I went
This is
Bucks.
a game they should win. It's an easy game they can lose. Hey,
it is.
You know what, though? 2 games in a row, they haven't given up a touchdown.
But this is the same theory that I had with the Texans versus the Jags. I know it's going to sound weird, but because the Bucks, but most of the Bucks have been here, done this. This is a huge game for the Falcons.
This is a big
yeah,
and
what I'm saying
actually does help.
That's the only. I think the Bucks championship medal from years ago, because they still have some of those teams with Mike Evans, and even though I think they come away with this one. Jacksonville Browns. I'm going Jags.
I'm gonna go Browns.
Yeah, who are they starting on the Browns now?
I don't even know. It might be DTR again.
Yeah. Lions Bears.
Lions.
I went Lions. 49ers Seahawks. You taking the 49ers?
Niners, yeah. With the Lions Bears, the Bears could win that one. They could win. I wouldn't be shocked.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, it's Jeremy.
Hello, Moto.
What the fuck?
It could be a commercial for Motorola for something. Yeah,
no, I remember the commercial.
Yeah. Hello, Moto. Okay, Jeremy. So we just started our picks. Okay. So who do you got? Texans or Jets?
Texans.
All right. Ravens or Rams?
Ravens.
Saints or Panthers?
Saints.
Derek Carr's not playing, remember.
Colts or Bengals?
He is. They're starting him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. With all those injuries, he's starting?
He's had two concussions in 3 weeks, but they're going to start him.
He's the new Tua.
Colts or Bengals?
Colts.
Bucks or Falcons?
Bucks.
Jaguars or Browns?
Jags.
Lions or Bears?
Lions. And Tigers.
49ers or Seahawks?
49ers.
All right, so now we're caught up. I know you got the Raiders over the Vikings. I got the Raiders. Who do you have, Sam? Vikings.
I'll take
Raiders.
the Raiders.
What was that?
Y'all fucking setting me up.
Broncos versus the Chargers. I got the Broncos.
Every time I pick the Broncos, they lose.
So pick the Chargers.
No, I'm picking the Broncos. I don't trust the Chargers.
Jeremy?
Broncos.
The Chargers scored 6 points against fucking Patriots, okay?
I know, but I've picked the Broncos twice this year. They've lost.
Chiefs, Bills.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Cowboys, Eagles. I got Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I'll stick with the Eagles.
Packers, Giants.
Packers.
Packers.
I got Packers as well. Dolphins, Titans.
Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Giants could win their game if Tommy DeVito eats a lot of chicken cutlets.
Okay, so last week, Jeremy, I had you going 6 and 7.
No, I think it was 5 and 8. I think.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I won the Cowboys.
You won the Lions.
Lions, Chargers,
Texans.
Dolphins,
Texans.
Yeah.
That's 6. Cowboys, Lions, Texans, Chargers, Dolphins, Bucks. That's 6.
What?
You got the Cowboys?
I switched from Bucks to Panthers.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought you had the Bucks.
No, I had the Bucks written down,
I didn't switch you.
but I switched.
Oh, there now it's 5 and 8.
Okay, so now
See what happens? See, I could just not be honest.
Yeah, I didn't switch you. That you
Jeremy's
could've
a
been
very
that,
noble person here.
because that kind of screwed you.
Well, I mean, now, the fuck, did you see the rest of the fucking, like,
You're 4 games behind Sam now.
congrats.
Sam went 8 and 5. I went 7 and 6. So, all right. So, we talked about Thursday Night Football. Did you watch that game? Do you have any points that you want to say on that? The Steelers and Patriots.
I mean, the Patriots scored, 21 points in the first half, and then nothing?
Then
There
nothing.
was the spread, the over-under was 30 points. It was taken care of by halftime.
I almost made that bet.
I almost did too.
But somebody said, watch, it's going to be 21-10.
We talked about the Jags and the ex-employees still in the $22 million.
How the fuck do you not see that happen? You didn't look at your books for 5 fucking years?
It was 2019 to 2023.
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Yeah. Second thing is, this was the problem. He was actually smart, but wasn't smart, because he controlled all of the virtual cards. So what he did was he would put stuff in that added to the total. So when he bought the condo, he put in like 2 to 3 weeks of catering, so he was actually, the issue was then the catering bill came too. So when they and I can tell you, perfect example on this. I had the police in my office on Thursday morning, because they have a new director of finance. And so whenever they have a new director of finance, they want to come in the bank and find out everything. Okay. They're like, so she comes in the bank and goes, hey, I need to find out about these 4 charges that just happened. I was like, okay. When she said they just happened, they happened in October and fucking August. So it was for like $1,000, $700, $1,000. And she goes, once I find out about these, maybe that will help me with the next couple charges over the next couple years. They're all Crime Stoppers. So when you do Crime Stoppers, they come through our bank. So if you actually get a Crime Stopper thing, they give you a code. They send us an email. That code comes over and it's completely anonymous. We don't put down any of the information on the person. It is completely anonymous, right? So in that scenario, if somebody was smart, the old director of finance got fired, probably for fucking embezzlement, but that's literally how they could have done it. So she has 3 to 4 years of going through all this shit. We had to get her on online banking, and she's like, I will probably be talking to you in a couple of weeks. I'm like, I know you will. I know what you're gonna do is you're gonna request all the bank statements, and we have to go through a record, and they charge like $15 an hour. Yeah. So, but that's how it happened. They probably ended up getting a new director of finance, or somebody got promoted in the financial district, and the other person wasn't paying attention because they trusted this person. And now when that person came in, they were like, whoa, what is this $265 charge? $100,000 charge? Oh, that's catering. Well, how many times do we order catering in a year? I have $8 million in catering, and it should only be $6 million. So that's probably how it worked.
You just had to eat some extra food in there.
Yeah. So, but he was kind of smart with what he was doing. The problem that he had was, and I announced this on the thing, was he was actually buying the properties with the card and doing this shit. The motherfucker should have been buying shit that the people use and sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we need more workout facilities, and then immediately replace the workout facility and sell the old ones. Or do some shit like, you get what I'm saying? There should have been a constant thing where he was selling old equipment because nobody's going to pay attention to that shit. Some shit like that. But yeah, he was not. But that's the problem. They have too many fucking people. That's another issue. There's too many people that work for the fucking organization, probably. Why do you need a director of finance and then somebody that's in charge of the virtual credit cards? That should be in the same fucking shit. And they do that so, the director of finance doesn't steal a whole bunch of shit. But then they have this guy stealing. Like, I'm like at the bank, we have a drawer that my manager can't get into. He goes, Eric, I need you to unlock this. And I just laugh. I laugh my ass off. And he's like, why do you laugh every time? I'm like, you have a key to get into the door, a code to come in the door. You can come in anytime you want, but you can't unlock this one fucking drawer. Like, that's the dumbest shit, but they do it for a safety measure. Okay, so Haney versus Prograis, whatever his name is. I don't know if anybody has paid much attention to this, but this is a huge fight for Devin Haney. Okay, Devin Haney was the guy that stopped George Kambosa, to win the undisputed 135 title, which there's too many fucking belts to begin with. He then beat Lomachenko. He beat him in a rematch, and then he beat Lomachenko. So the way it kind of went was it was Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, George Kambosa, Devin Haney. Devin Haney fought Lomachenko. A lot of people thought he lost that fight. It was a very, very close fight. I thought he won it. He had a chance to fight Shakur Stevenson for the 135-pound. Shakur was chasing his ass, basically saying, bitch, fight me. He did not fight him. He went up in weight class to fight 140. Haney's undefeated. What's his name? What the fuck is this dude's name? Regis Prograis is 29-1, and this should be a fucking scrap. This should be like, if you get a chance, watch it. This should be a good fight. Prograis likes to fight. He likes to fight. He likes to go in and lay that motherfucking leather. His boxing record is 29 wins with 24 KOs. So he likes to beat the shit out of motherfuckers. And he hits hard. Body work, all of that good stuff. So out of his last couple fights, he has a split decision against the last guy. He had a KO in the 11th round. He had a TKO in the 6th round, a TKO in the 6th round, a TKO in the 3rd round, a loss by a majority decision to Josh Taylor, a TKO in the 6th round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights. Last 7 fights, 5 of them are KOs. 4 of them did not go past the 6th round. Devin Haney, on the other hand, is a guy that is technical. He has 30 fights with 30 wins with only 15 knockouts. Most of his knockouts come from lucky, I wouldn't say lucky punches, but punches that, square on the jaw that he doesn't expect, or from wear and tear over the course of the fight. And a lot of his knockouts came when he was younger. So like you see some in 2017, TKO, that's okay. Let's see. 2017, he had a TKO in the 5th round. That was 5 out of 6 rounds. A KO in 2019. His last KO was in 2019. And that was a 7-round fight. There was a round stoppage. I don't know what that was, a 4-round because somebody got injured. But from that, he's gone the distance in every fight and has won unanimous decisions. He's a methodical boxer. He likes to cut the ring off. He's very technical, likes to win on points. So you have a guy that wants to get in there and fight you and is going to put the pressure on you. And then you have a guy that's going to try to point take you. But Devin Haney can brawl. So I think what happened with Lomachenko saw what happened. I think a lot Regis is going to use the Lomachenko. Get in close, make him fight. Don't let him get that distance away. But they've been talking mad shit too. So this should be a good fight. I'm gonna pick Haney to win. Last thing I want to talk about before we got into the WNBA lottery is Jeremy. I want to hear your thoughts on this new division. There's a new division. Okay. Do you know how many divisions in boxing there are, Sam? How many weight class divisions there are in boxing?
Too many.
There's
okay.
Now going to be 7,000 more belts.
So that is the problem. The problem isn't. The problem, in my opinion, is not that there's too many weight classes. It's that there's too many divisions or too many belts.
Why are they adding another fucking?
For health reasons, we're going to continue to get more weight classes. So right now you have the heavyweight. Oh wait, hold on. They're missing one. Okay, so you have these. Super heavyweight technically doesn't count, but you have super heavyweight, you have heavyweight, you have light heavyweight, you have cruiserweight, you have super middleweight, light middleweight, super welterweight, light welterweight, super lightweight, lightweight. I don't know if there's a lightweight. Then you have featherweight, super featherweight, light featherweight, super bantamweight. Oh, so you have a whole bunch of fucking divisions. Okay.
There's too many.
But this is the issue. The reason why there's so many divisions is for health reasons. I have no problem with there being that many divisions. My problem is there's too many belts. I think you should only have one belt per weight class. If you're going to have 15 weight classes, you only need one fucking belt. I don't need 3 belts in every fucking weight class. I don't need a super lightweight, like a lightweight champion, a lightweight intern champions. I don't need all that shit. I don't need a super champion, a world champion. There should only be like one champion in each thing.
It should be called champion.
Yeah, exactly. So there should only, kind of like the UFC. So like, for instance, in the heavyweight division, there's the Bridgerweight too. I forgot about this. So in the heavyweight division, you have 225, and it depends on who it is. So you have the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, the WBO, those champions. The Bridgerweight is 225. So from 200 to 224 is the Bridgerweight. Then you have the Cruiserweight, which is from 176 to 200. Then you have the light heavyweight, and then you have the super middleweight, which is 168. Then you have the middleweight, which is 160. Super welterweight, which is 154. Welterweight, which is 147. Super lightweight, which is 140. Lightweight, which is 135. Super featherweight, which is 130. Featherweight, 126. So you have, the idea is people are going to cut weight. So you don't want to consistently have somebody that is fighting somebody extremely heavy. And you don't want, what's up, Tino? And you don't want somebody dying to cut down ultimate weight. That's why the weight classes are there. You're not, if I'm at 130 pounds as a fighter, right? And I'm not going to fight 130. I may fight 120. But if there's not a 120 weight class and it goes from 115 to 125, I'm going to go down to 115. So you saw the problem with Errol Spence, where Errol Spence says he's just too big for 150, for 147 now. So now you have the issue where if you don't have the 147 is the welterweight, if you don't have the super welterweight at 154, he's automatically going up to 160. And now, because of the way that weight classes fight, that 160 pounder, the middleweight is like Canelo. Canelo would be coming down from he could be coming down from 168. He could be coming down from 175. So now you have Errol Spence, who's naturally a 150 pounder, 155, 160. He's Charlo versus fucking Canelo.
I mean, Charlo can't make weight anyway.
No, he can't make weight. But if you don't have that fucking in between fight, because he didn't fight middleweight, he fights. So he went up to super middleweight. He's a 154 pounder fighting, going up to super middleweight. That's the issue you have, because Canelo's not 168. Now, this new weight class they have is supposed to bridge. It's super cruiserweight. It's supposed to bridge cruiserweight to bridgerweight. So I think the new weight class is 201 to 214. Now the problem with that is you have fucking 15. There's 17 weight classes, so this is the 18th. You have 15 fucking championships.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
You got one new division and 47 and a half new belts.
Yeah, so the bridgerweight division was created for 190 to 224 pounds in 2020. And was met with harsh criticism from boxing industry that had already littered with 17. Yeah. The IBF held the 8th is adding, but now the WB2 has a weight class between cruiserweight. Oh, okay. So the IBF and the WBO had the WBC created the bridgerweight division. They were the only ones that created that. And so everybody else held off. So basically they're going between cruiserweight and heavyweight. That's basically what they're doing. Because after but the problem that you have is Alexander Usyk, you know that guy, right? The champion.
Yeah.
He would be fighting he'd be fighting in the cruiserweight. Because he came from cruiserweight. So yeah, so that's the problem. So he was a cruiserweight champion that moved up to heavyweight. So they want to have one more in between those two. I like it. I don't care. I think it's a good idea. I just want them to get rid of belts.
Yeah, they got to get rid of belts because this is getting absolutely fucking out of control.
Yeah, there's too many belts.
I mean, everybody's getting a fucking participation trophy. Everybody gets to carry around the fucking belt and didn't really earn it. Fucking the person who is the actual champion isn't looked at as much as everybody else because there's 933 and a half fucking belts, and you know the one person with the real belt doesn't get much recognition.
Well, yeah, and not even just that. Like you were saying, not even just they don't get as much recognition as they should. You also have the issue where there are interim belts in there. So, like, what fucking belt does Tank Davis hold right now? Well, now he holds a belt because of the fact. I'm sorry,
the interim lollipop king.
No, because Devin Haney vacated the belt. But when Devin Haney did not vacate the belt, he had 135 all the belts. And Tank Davis was having a belt. He was a champion. But Devin Haney was the undisputed champion and held all 4 belts. Like, that's the fucking issue. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, one was a lollipop king and the other was Candy Cane Lane master.
Yeah, so that's the problem to me.
They were all running around in Santa's workshop making more fucking belts.
We need to get rid of. Oh, that's why we need to get rid of the fucking. No, I said boxing rec. Oh yeah, this is boxing rec. Okay, so yeah, so like right now the WBA has 2 champions. They have the super champion, which is Usyk, and then they have the regular champion, which is Manuel Charles. The WBO has Usyk as the heavyweight champion and Zhang something as the intern champion. How the fuck do you have an intern champion when this motherfucker's been fighting? Like, how do you have that?
It doesn't.
So now you go to the bridgerweight. Okay, the bridgerweight doesn't have a WBA champion because they're not doing it. So they only have a WBC champion. The bridgerweight is the fucking weight class that the WBC created. Okay, created this weight class, and they have a champion and an intern champion. How?
Someone's always filling in.
But you're the only fucking. Why do you have an intern champion? Let's go to okay. super middleweight. You have the super champion for the WBA, which is Canelo. And then you have the regular champion, which is David Morrell. You have the WBC champion. And then David Benitez is the interim champion. What? Jamal Charlo is the WBC middleweight champion, but there's an interim champion. Jamal Charlo. I get those because there's Jamal
and Jamel.
Yeah, there's Jamal and Jamel. But they have an interim champion in Carlos, which makes sense because Jamal has not fought in forever. So that makes sense. Terrence Crawford is the super champion at welterweight. And they have a regular champion.
What makes him so super?
Because the boxing championships just want to do dumb shit. They just want to add motherfucking belts to give out fucking ribbons. Because I'm sorry.
They gotta keep Santa's little elves busy.
I would be okay with the four championships, the four different belts in the division, in each division, under two circumstances. Okay. One, the mandatory fighter, if it's not undisputed, if somebody doesn't hold all the belts,
why?
I'm fine with that. But they have to fight each other.
But why are there 4 belts?
No, I can understand it because there's 4 organizations, but just hear me out on this, okay? Just hear me out, okay? So what I would do is I would redo it this way. I would give, if you keep all your titles, like right now, Terrence Crawford is the WBA, the WBC, and the WBO champion. The IBF stripped him because of the fact that he has not fought, and he's probably going to fight, what's his face? Spence at 154. And they gave Jaron Enos the championship. That should not happen. But in this scenario, if this does happen, and let's say the next fight that they have at 147 has to be each other. It has to be. It has to be each other. The champions always have to fight each other. And both belts have to be on the line. If you have an undisputed champion and he loses all the fucking belts. We're not going to do this dumb shit. Oh, he loses 1 belt and 1 belt goes to somebody else. If he vacates the belts, you have a tournament. You can hold your own tournament for your own belts, but then we have a tournament to crown an undisputed fighter. That's the only way I'd be okay with all of that shit, that you consistently are having the best fight the best. Once a year or once every 2 years, they have to fight a champion. And both belts have to be on the fucking line. That's how I would have that happen. I'd be okay with that. But outside of that, 1 fucking championship. So like lightweight, the WBA champion is Devin Haney, but Gervonta Davis, he's a super champion, but Gervonta Davis is the regular champion. That shit shouldn't happen.
What the fuck is a super champion though? Like, there's no. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, he's the best of the best, but he's super best of the best.
So the WBA came up with a super championship. The reason why there's so many belts is we know it's money. They can charge more money for fights. We know that. Also, the more belts you have, the more fees you pay. Just to let you know, if you win the fight, if I fight Devin Haney and beat Devin Haney, but I don't pay my fees for the WBC or the WIBF, I don't win the belt. That happened with Zab Judah and somebody, and I can't think of his name, before he fought Floyd Mayweather. So you could actually beat the champion and not get the belt because you didn't pay the fees due to that organization.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
That's like winning the Super Bowl, but you have to pay to get the trophy.
Exactly. So I'm okay with them adding more weight classes because I always like the health issue. As a guy that cut weight, I've said this multiple times, and wrestled at a natural weight a lot of my times, so I hated cutting weight. I understand the difficulties of doing it. And this isn't wrestling. This is like UFC. This is real. Motherfuckers can get hurt. And a 10-pound difference is a huge difference. But yeah, last thing I want to talk about is just the WNBA lottery, because that's coming up today, right? Or tomorrow?
The whole lotteries. I don't understand the lotteries.
Okay, so I'll explain why.
Well, it's just like the MLB draft lottery that just happened on the 6th. The A's were the worst team in baseball.
Yes.
They got picked 4.
Yeah.
How? They're the worst fucking team in baseball. How the fuck do they have a lottery to determine who gets the first pick?
This is why they have a lottery. The only one that doesn't have a lottery is the NFL. Okay. NFL is the only one that does not have a lottery, right? The hockey has a lottery, right?
Hockey has a lottery.
Yeah.
So the NFL is the only one that doesn't have a lottery. The problem that you have, I don't think baseball should have a lottery, but I think in sports like that, one good player can change your fortune. Like, yeah, if you get a great quarterback, you still need a lot of other shit. You see what I'm saying? If you get a great running back, you still need a lot of other shit. But in NBA, in WNBA, I'm assuming in hockey, because your great players always win fucking championships. I'm assuming that in hockey that happens the same. That one player can change the course of a franchise. The reason why they have
So in hockey, the great players don't win because Connor McDavid still hasn't won championship.
How long has he been playing?
The same amount as Jack Eichel.
How long has Jack Eichel been playing?
What's that, like 5 years?
Oh, they'll win a championship.
Look
Look how long it took Alexander Ovechkin to win a championship. They'll win one. The great players always win one in hockey. They always do. They always win one. It doesn't happen in well, I don't know. I can't say that because I don't watch hockey. In my opinion, the people that I know that are great, like the great superstars that everybody knows who the fuck they are, always win. Like there's a lot of players in the NFL that go ringless that we think should have gotten a ring. In basketball, definitely one player can change your fortune. Not all great players win rings in basketball. But if you get a LeBron, it immediately changes your fortune. If you get a Kevin Durant, a Victor Wembanyama, it immediately changes your fortune because it allows people to come and play with
shit for the Spurs yet.
No, but he's the youngest player to have 2020. But the reason why it changes, the reason why, 20 rebounds, 20 points. The reason why it changes, but the reason why it changes your fortune is because people want to go play with you. The superstars will want to come play with people. Want to go play with LeBron. They want to go play with Kevin Durant. Fuck, the Cavaliers went from the worst team in the league to being in the finals 4 years later. The Miami Heat went from the one of the worst teams in the league to winning a finals 3 years later.
The New York Knicks went from one of the worst teams to rigging their way to Patrick Ewing.
Yes, and guess what? They immediately were in the playoffs. They didn't win a finals, but they were a contender for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, because they rigged it.
Yeah, of course.
Almost only counts in the hand grenades.
The NBA does the lottery due to the fact that God damn it. The NBA, as much as you pump up the WNBA, I swear they're paying you in tickets and hot dogs to promote it. I would save money, but we know they can't afford it.
The oil cans are winning.
So basically, the reason why the lottery's done is to prevent teams from taking. So you had a problem in these sports. You have a problem when the trade deadline shows up and they get rid of all their good players, so they can get a better lottery draft, a lottery pick. The NBA actually just redid their lottery so that way it could stop happening. And a la the 76ers that did it for 5 fucking years and trust the process. So we got to remember, it's a business. There's 82 games. You want to sell out. You want them to win money. So they do a lottery to try to stop people from tanking really, really bad. Where,
the Jazz and get all the picks while building.
Yeah, exactly. The A's can be the worst team, and they can be the worst team because they suck. But if they actually want it to suck, they could be the worst team, and it could do detriment to the league.
Like, I mean, they've basically been the worst team for like the last 15 years.
Well, that's the problem.
They also started tanking purposefully this year so they could get out of Oakland.
But that's also the problem with the lottery, is that it does not reward the worst teams. Because, for instance, the Charlotte Bobcats for years were one of the worst teams and kept missing out on the great draft pick because they missed out on Anthony Davis. They missed out on the players that would have changed their fortune. So because you don't know, if you don't get 1 or 2, you're fucked. It's a crapshoot. So if they keep getting the 3 or 4 picks, so that's the idea is, okay, motherfuckers, you guys suck at drafting. Let's go ahead and get it with free agency. Now, should the WNBA have a lottery? Fuck no. There's 12 teams. Also, another reason why they have a lottery is because it's a way to cheat. It's an easy way to get a team that you want the number one pick, a la the New York Knicks, a la the Cleveland Cavaliers or LeBron James, a la
Bulls and Derrick Rose.
The Bulls with Derrick Rose, the Cleveland Cavaliers after LeBron James left, and they got 3 of the next 4 number 1 overall picks.
Yeah, and they hit on one of them.
Yeah, well, it didn't matter. 2 of them got traded.
Yeah, I'm saying they hit on what? Kyrie.
Yep.
They missed on Anthony Bennett.
Well, he got traded.
Anthony Bennett didn't get traded. Andrew Wiggins got traded.
No, Anthony Bennett and Andrew Wiggins got traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Ah, well, they missed on Bennett. He sucked.
Yeah, they missed on Bennett. They missed on Wiggins, but they traded immediately both of them to Kevin Love. So, I mean, they got a championship for it.
Yeah, fuck them picks.
So, but that's the issue that you have. You have so the leagues can kind of control what they want to do. I don't think the WNBA should have a draft because it's fucking 12 teams.
13 soon, right?
Yeah, because they're talking about expansion. Portland fucked it up. I forgot who the team was that got announced. Hold on.
Golden State Warriors, I thought.
Yeah, the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, because Portland fucked it up. So, and this is why there's only 4 teams in the fucking lottery. It was the Indiana Fever, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Phoenix Mercury, and the Seattle Storm. So I don't think there's a reason that they should have the lottery.
Just give Caitlin Clark to the worst team.
And by having the lottery, it allows you to do what you want to do and help teams. I love conspiracies. We had fucking 3 or 4 first number overall picks. Like Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and fucking Asia Wilson are all number 1 overall picks for the Aces. So I don't think there's a lottery. I don't think there should be a lottery. But the lottery is happening tonight. The Indiana Fever, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Phoenix Mercury, and the Seattle Storm are all vying for the top pick. Last year, the Indiana Fever got the pick, and they took Aaliyah Boston.
Why did she go there? She should have went to Connecticut so she could be near Boston.
Brittany Griner was the Mercury's last top pick in 2013. The Sparks have missed the postseason 3 years in a row. Their most recent number 1 pick was 2012. So the Indiana Fever has a 44% chance. The Mercury has a 27%, 17% for the Sparks, and 10% for Seattle.
How did it happen? LA is going to get the first one.
What?
How the fuck do they come up with the percentage to get it? Like, there's 4. They all have 25% chance.
No. So the way that's how the NBA did it. So the NBA did it that way, where the top 3 teams, they switched it where the top couple teams all had the same amount of, could all do it the same way. Basically, even though there's 4 teams, in the lottery, they still give the team with the worst record the best odds. Because so Indiana had the worst record in the WNBA. So they were 18-58. So they have a 44% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
No, they have a 25% chance.
The Mercury they have a 44% chance.
I don't care what the bookies say. Reality
is saying is everyone can have
40%.
No, but because so this is what happens. Okay, so this is how stupid
if I put 4 envelopes in a ball,
listen,
what percentage do you have to pick number 1 out of there?
So they're saying that so this is the way. I don't know how many
change the size of the envelopes, Jeremy.
But they don't do envelopes, they do balls. So I don't know how many balls are in here, but they're saying that they have 442 out of 1,000.
How?
So basically they have a set number of balls that they put into that machine. And then they give the number 1, the worst team in the league, the most balls in there. And then the second worst team gets the second most balls. Then the third worst team gets the third most balls. And the fourth worst. So if on 1,000, let's say there was 100, if there was 1,000 balls in there, Seattle Storm has 104 balls in there. Or if there's 100 balls, Seattle Storm has 10 balls. If there's 100 balls, fucking Los Angeles has 17. If the Phoenix Mercury has 27 and Indiana has 54. I don't know how many balls. How many balls? Just 2 from that ground. I'm gonna get banned if I keep this up. You'll never get banned, buddy, ever.
I mean, cancel culture might catch up to him one day.
You can't get canceled if you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I know.
So, let's see how many balls are in there. How many?
Look, what's gonna happen is LA is gonna get the first pick because they want Caitlin Clark at the biggest market.
No. So I don't. So right now, this is the problem. I'm gonna be 100% honest. In this scenario, I think Seattle gets the first pick.
Why Seattle?
Sue Bird, Brianna Stewart.
That's fair.
If you look, I mean, it sounds weird, but if you look at who
they're gonna draw 4 balls to determine a 4-digit combination. The team
14 balls. There's 14 balls in there.
They're gonna pull 4 balls.
Yeah.
To make a fucking combination. What kind of fucking soft shell helmet wear fucking?
Is it the real lottery? What the fuck?
Oh, and then the team assigned that 4-digit conversation will receive the number 1 pick. Okay, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Of course.
What kind of fucking short bus fucking pineapple under the sea fucking dumbass shit is this? What?
Yeah, I don't.
How the fuck is this bitch the commissioner?
I don't. Okay, but this is the problem that I have. Okay,
let Adam Silver figure this shit out.
He'd be fucking even more stupid.
There'll be an in-season tournament.
There already is.
Another one though.
Like, this bitch is dumb. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gonna pull 4 balls and I'm gonna make a combination. Bitch, what?
This is how you open the locker to get the first pick.
You
have to run this obstacle course.
What happens if the team doesn't have the combination that you pull? You know how many combinations there are? It's just 4 numbers?
That's true. That is fucking true.
You know what we should do? We'll make our own WNBA team. We'll buy in. Let's make it. Let's be owners of a team.
Like, just
how much does it take how much does it cost to own a WNBA team?
Probably $12.
$15.75.
A pack of bubble gum. Trident layers.
Wait. Stop. Please say this is right. Though that method, the valuation is unusual in comparison to how other professional leagues conduct their valuations. It also places the average value of a WNBA team at more than $43 million.
Davis did not buy the Aces for $43 million.
Hold on. Oh, let's see.
Shit, I don't need both my kidneys.
3 people familiar with the league expansion process that they have been operating under the premise that the WB expansion fee is worth $15 to $20 million. In 2003, the Tribal Gaming Authority paid $10 million as an expansion fee for the Connecticut Sun. The New York Liberty, the Aces, and Atlanta Dream have all been sold in many years, but the sale prices for all 3 franchises are in that range. Oh, hold on. 2 years later, reportedly paid $10 million for the expansion team in Chicago. The Detroit Shock sold for approximately $5 million.
The Detroit Shockers?
So the Detroit Shock used to actually be a fucking amazing ass fucking
I was making a dumb joke that they were the Shockers.
Have you ever seen that movie, The Shocker?
No.
Old ass dumbass movie.
Have you ever seen that movie Karen? That came out in 2020.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it. Yeah.
I want to see
Mark Davidson bought the Aces from MGM last year for a little over $2 million.
Okay, he has $2 million and he still looks like fucking the guy from Dumb and Dumber. What the fuck?
He looks worse than that.
I'm not. My biggest problem. Look, I'm gonna say something, and normally Jeremy says this shit. My biggest problem. I've seen this on the WNBA, and this is why I think they're gonna go to Seattle. Because they're going to push Caitlin Clark like crazy. They're going to push her like crazy. They're going to want her to be the face of the franchise. And I think Seattle is one of those towns that works well. LA, I think if LA gets, this is the issue. I'm telling y'all right now. If LA gets the fucking first pick, I don't think they take Caitlin Clark. I don't think Caitlin Clark should be the number 1 overall pick to begin with.
I think if LA gets the first pick, Big Baby Bitch is getting released.
I think yes.
Damn.
Derek Hamby. I think
what?
Derek Hamby is Big Baby Bitch, just so you know.
I was like, why is Derek Henry in the WNBA?
I do not think Caitlin Clark should be the number 1 overall pick. I don't think she is as good as people think she is. I think that Iowa team is absolutely fabulous and it helps her out tons. I think there's no
you should go to the Aces.
So I think
Alabama of WNBA.
And the biggest surprise of the night, the Aces get the number 1 pick.
So this is the issue that you have, okay? We don't have a first round pick.
We're going to after tonight.
This is the issue. So this is my problem with the WNBA. And look, for all y'all motherfuckers that don't care, we're about to get racial as shit on this. Why the fuck is Caitlin Clark and Paige Buckers 1 and 2? Paige Beckers, whatever fuck her name is, she is from UConn. She's a guard, no big deal. She was huge. She missed a full fucking season. So the pressure is going to let up on Paige Buckers, but we know she learned a lot about herself, growing even stronger mentally after after missing last season. She's the next flowing knee rehab. Sorry. She could return to college for 2024-25. So because she's a junior, that's the only time they can come out. But how is Angel Reese how is nobody from LSU in the top 3?
It's all right. Let Angel fall.
I think she's going to fall. But how is LSU is a powerhouse of a fucking team.
Hey,
even
without falling to the Connecticut Sun, that'd be great.
Without
LSU, right. Watch, Angel Reese is going to fall, and then out of nowhere, the Aces are going to have a first round pick.
LSU right now is 8-1 in overall. They have not started conference play. Let's see, Iowa. Women's basketball, fucking Iowa. I don't even like these bitches. Iowa's 9-1, and Connecticut is 5-3. So Paige Beckers, whatever the fuck her name is the number 2 overall pick after missing all of last season and rehabbing. And they are 5-3 to start. Yeah, projected. They are 5-3 to start. LSU won a national championship, dog walked fucking teams. They've lost 1 game. Angel Reese, one of their best players, wasn't even on the team. They've had a ton of controversies, but some odd reason, no LSU players in the top 3.
It's because she's white.
That I have an issue with that. Like, I don't understand why. And I'm telling you, Caitlin Clark is not that good. Like, she is not that fucking good.
She's look not at the bad of the WNBA. Look how bad she looks when she's around the Aces.
She is going.
Why did this turn into ASMR with that? Damn.
What?
Jeremy just went full ASMR. Why, thank you for coming to the podcast, everybody. Caitlin Clark on the Aces.
No, I don't want Caitlin Clark on the Aces. Fuck that. I don't want Caitlin Clark on the Aces. I'd pass on that. I think it would work if Indiana gets the number 1 pick. Her and Aaliyah Boston would work out.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, her and Aaliyah would work out. It makes sense because Indiana's closer to Iowa, so you would have a fan pick. But honestly, I'm just not understanding what's going on. I have no clue how Paige is the number 2 overall pick.
She's white.
Cameron Brink is good. Cameron Brink, she plays for Stanford. She is really good. She's a forward. She's averaging 18 points, 11. But it's not a good look. I'm just saying, it's not a good look. I don't know who this Camilo Cardoso is. She's not bad. She's a center. She seems like she has some good points, but I'm sorry, WNBA. This is not a good look at all. This really is not a good look to me. The top Paige Becker should not be projected, or ESPN, whoever the fuck is writing this article, she should not be a number 2 pick. I'm sorry, there's not. I'm just gonna go ahead and share the screen so I can show everybody what we're looking at, because Jeremy says it. I don't want to be but this is like when you see it, like, so here's Caitlin Clark. She's averaging 29. She's fucking a beast. She's a beast. She's averaging tons of points. She's a point guard. They play in a shitty ass fucking conference. She's a fucking beast. Here's Paige Beckers. She's averaging 19
German.
points. Huh?
She's the perfect German.
Here's oh, you haven't seen fucking Cameron Brink. Here's Cameron Brink.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
She's averaging 8. They got Angel Reese projected to go 8th.
Yeah, I know. Here's Camila.
She looks like a wrestler.
She does. She looks like a creative character for wrestler.
We could talk about who looks like a wrestler.
Aaliyah Edwards, okay, UConn Husky.
I don't know if y'all seen the picture this week, but there's a certain individual that looks exactly like a fucking WWE wrestler.
I don't understand this. Angel Reese, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1.6 assists, shooting 47%, averaging 24 points a minute. She's only played 5 games because she had to go home because of some shit that happened. And then the coach is like, she's not with us. Where's the other girl that's even better than her? Where's she at? This one. Where's the other fucking LSU forward?
Charles Barkley?
There's nobody else from LSU on here. Shut the fuck up. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand.
The only thing I saw was Charles Barkley on your screen.
Wow, Mr. My team, where are we going to come up with a 10 grand on that short of a notice? I'm sorry if that's what the Jags employees should have done.
What, bought a WNBA team?
What? No ad blocker? No, I don't even know. So
get an ad blocker on your Google Chrome. What are you doing?
I'm telling you right now, I could not own a WNBA team.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I did see that.
Pull up Brock Lesnar and his daughter.
I did.
Oh yeah, but isn't she a wrestler?
I don't give a fuck if she's the president. That
bitch,
look, she looks eerily similar to Brock Lesnar. Almost like it's Lesnar in a wig.
Well, okay, first of all, 100%. I agree with you. She does. She looks very bad. But let's be honest.
Please pull up the comment that just came in.
I'm going to. Hold on. I got to get the picture, though. I'm going to pull it up. Suddenly went to go put So here she is, but let's be.
Why is she playing side by side with Pat McAfee?
Let's be because Pat McAfee's probably looking at it like, what the fuck? Let's be honest.
Looks like Pat McAfee.
Let's be honest. Would you think anything different from Brock Lesnar?
It's just weird.
Like, Brock Lesnar is not a real fucking human being.
It looks like he cloned himself.
Yeah, like Brock Lesnar is so fucking
It looks like
big.
him with a blonde wig.
And he's ugly. Now, the problem that you have is she's all fucked up, okay? Because Sable is probably her mom. Sable from wrestling, because that's Brock Lesnar's wife. So she's got Brock Lesnar's muscles.
I was like, are you talking about Tom Sable?
No. She definitely has Brock Lesnar's face.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
But
they
just
cut off. They just cut off his fucking face. Like, what's that movie?
Face Off?
Yeah.
So Brock Lesnar's daughter, when was she born? How old is she?
Also, how old is his wife? Because now I'm curious.
His wife? Okay, so no, that's not. Oh, never mind. That might not be his daughter. Nope, she was born in 2002. So who the fuck is her daughter? Who is her mom? Maya Lynn Lesnar. That just sounds like a transgender.
She looked like she could be related to Brock Lesnar.
She is. She's his daughter.
No, the mother.
Who's the mother?
Nicole McLean.
Who the hell is that?
Fucking Bruce McLean's. Holy shit.
They look like they could be related.
Please share the screen again.
That's some That's some backwoods Appalachian.
No, Nicole McLean is cute. What are you talking about?
Please pull it up so I can see.
Who are you looking at? Nicole McLean.
You and I have a different version of.
She's just fucking muscular.
Them motherfucking teeth look like chiclets.
Well, motherfucker, I can't talk about anybody's teeth. So
I would be honest, I'm getting ready to sing "Sweet Home Alabama," but that doesn't
look at her. She doesn't look bad. She's just fucking muscular. She's hot.
There is
like
no,
there she looks bad. There she looks bad. But there? Sam, am I wrong?
She don't look bad in some of these pictures.
Okay, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. In this picture with Brock,
the one with Brock, she looked very bad.
Yeah, because they were probably training out together. But once she probably stopped being a fitness model or whatever, then she doesn't look that bad. Like, yeah, this one, UFC ring girl. She don't look that
was
bad.
In 2009.
What? Yeah, so the picture she took with Brock was early. Because this daughter was born in 2002. Maya. She don't look bad.
What does this have to do with the WNBA draft lottery?
we need to put her in the WNBA.
What, to punch people?
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys see in Russia they have a basketball league where you're allowed to wrestle people?
Yeah, that's Khabib's league.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, gotta say.
No, but yeah, that's Khabib. Khabib does that league. The UFC fighter.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, he does that. Because they all just do stupid shit. Because all they do is fucking fight. That's all they do. They just fight, drink vodka, and wrestle. Like there's videos of Khabib wrestling bears at like 5 years old. Yeah, so that's the only reason why. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to
talk about? Brock Lesnar was 46.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, I got one because I saw this the other day. Dodgers GM is mad at the manager for saying that he had a good interview with Shohei to the team and to the media.
What?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I think you got that backwards.
What?
I think Shohei's manager is mad at the Dodgers.
Shohei's manager that's mad at it? Everyone was saying the Dodgers GM got mad at Dave Roberts.
He probably did.
Probably.
He probably did because
Shohei said he didn't want nobody to leak the information.
Yeah, if Ohtani's manager is mad, that means that guy crossed the line, said what he wasn't supposed to say, and the GM's probably mad.
Shohei at the beginning of this whole process said he didn't want the teams to leak any of the information who he was meeting with.
Listen, I don't know why anybody gives a fuck about that. I'm not saying I know he's a great player. But y'all, like, didn't they suck? Didn't the Angels suck?
He's not just that motherfucker. You put that motherfucker on any team and their favorite.
The only thing though is you're not getting the pitching half of him until 2025.
Yeah, but still, you got the DH half that's still worth what he's going to get paid.
We will see.
He's more than a great player.
I don't watch baseball, so I don't really know. I just know him and Mike Trout were on the same fucking team, and the Angels suck.
Mike Trout.
Am I wrong?
Hence the reason why the Angels fired their manager.
But am I wrong? Like, how long has Ohtani been on the Angels?
Was this 4 years now?
6 years.
And they've sucked all the time?
He's not played any meaningful baseball.
But that's like I don't because I don't watch baseball and I don't really know much.
So baseball's not baseball is a what 9-person game instead of a 5-person game in the NBA.
No, I know that, and there's multiple positions. But in my mind, I'm thinking you have a guy that can play pitcher. You also have a guy that can hit. You have two people that can hit.
He can pitch and hit in the same game. That's right.
But even if he does, but he's only pitching once every couple days. So then he goes and plays in the outfield. So you have a guy.
He doesn't go.
You have two guys in your lineup that are dangerous, and you still suck.
You still have to be managed.
I get that. So just my question is, like, are these teams, like, I know the Dodgers are basically good, right? But the teams that are looking to add him are teams that are already good that he's going to be put over the top.
Let me put it in your perspective. Let me mismanage LeBron on the Lakers.
They did. And LeBron still took him to the finals. LeBron still took him to the playoffs every single year.
Let me mismanage you like the fucking Angels.
They did.
Unfortunately, baseball, LeBron can't carry a team. Ohtani can do what he can, but if Anthony Rendon and everyone else isn't doing their part,
the fucking score is 3-2. If you have two players that are fucking all-stars that both can bat, how the fucking 4 to 5 years have you not made the fucking playoffs?
Well, Ohtani can only pitch once every 5 days, so you've got 4 other pitchers on there. So then, if you're throwing him in left field, you have your 2 outfielders basically carrying the load. But that doesn't account for all the infield problems. That doesn't account for the right field problems or the pitching.
Is the score not like 3-2?
Not all the time.
Okay, but majority of the time, there's no score past like 5 or 6, right?
I mean, look at what the Mets do. I mean, they had DeGrom for years, and they kept losing games 2-0 because they couldn't put up any offense.
The Mets had the best pitching aces in the fucking game for how many years and still couldn't do shit.
My thought process is, okay, so the teams that are going after him, are all of them contenders?
I don't even know if the Mets are contenders anymore.
The Mets
but that's what I'm saying. So
the Mets can't afford it.
But are you having like shitty teams?
It begs the difference.
Is he like interviewing with like shitty teams and good teams, or is he just interviewing with good teams?
Well, the ones that I know for sure is the Yankees, I believe, the Dodgers, and the Braves.
The Yankees, Dodgers, Braves, and Toronto.
Is Toronto good?
Yeah, Toronto's got
Vladdy Jr., Bo Bichette.
Were all these teams in the playoffs last year?
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense.
No, Yankees were not.
Well, the Yankees, but they're the Yankees. The Yankees will find a way to find their way to be good.
No, you can't do that. Well, how the fuck are the Yankees not fucking winning? They got Aaron Judge. They've got the judge who got the home run record, and then what?
How many years have the Yankees not been in the playoffs?
No, you can't do that. You can't hold the.
I can't because that's my whole set. My whole process is you've had Ohtani and Trout for 4 years, and they've both fucking sucked. Like, that's my whole theory, is he does not move the needle on a bad team. So if you have teams like the Yankees, the reason why I say the Yankees always find a way, in my opinion, as a casual, to buy their way into the playoffs.
I mean, they just traded for Juan Soto from the Padres.
That you get what I'm saying? So, like, they may have a bad 1 or 2 years, but then they're going to be in the playoffs and after that, because they're going to buy their way into it. So by adding Ohtani just seems like something they would do. Like when they added Johnny Damon, they always add these fucking players. But if it was like the Royals were going after Ohtani, I'd be like, why? He's not going to move the needle.
Nobody wants to go to Kansas City.
No, I ain't fucking not. City, bitch.
Nobody wants to go to Kansas City in the MLB, you fucking idiot.
Why do you think we got no receivers? Nobody wants to go to Kansas City in the NFL.
Your receivers are getting suspended. Y'all starting to look like the fucking Raiders.
What receiver got suspended?
Ross?
That motherfucker wasn't even really a receiver.
Who?
The guy
Justin Ross did all last year because he was injured.
Yeah, I don't even remember him.
No, because he got injured, and then he played
domestic violence issue 7 weeks ago.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just with every I haven't paid much to the Ohtani. I know the Giants somebody offered him sandwiches for life. Like a San Francisco Giants sandwich shop.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Kawhi sweepstakes from a few years ago.
No, it's nothing like that.
No, and this is my point. Okay, hold on. But that's my point.
How dare you put Ohtani in a fucking comparison to fucking Kawhi Leonard? What kind of
Kawhi Leonard was getting all the sandwich shop?
Wait. Hold on. We got to bring this back. Are you saying we're disrespecting Ohtani by putting him in the same standing as Kawhi Leonard? You're fucking crazy.
Why would that be disrespectful
You are
to someone who actually
crazy.
took a team to a championship?
What are you talking about? What
did he do after he took that team to championship?
He's got 2 fucking rings and 2 finals MVPs. He has not been on a team when he's been healthy that has missed the playoffs. The only time that his teams have missed the playoffs is because he was unhealthy. You're disrespecting Kawhi by putting a fucking just an all-star that's never won anything or pitched in any meaningful game against a fucking NBA championship that led a whole entire country to a fucking finals and won against the evil Golden State. That is disrespect of Kawhi Leonard. Ohtani's never played in a meaningful game. Stop it.
Whatever.
Kawhi's first 4 years in the NBA, that motherfucker was an MVP of a finals against LeBron.
He went to the finals twice.
And won and was the MVP for what he did to LeBron in his first fucking contract. And then he doesn't play for 2 years and immediately wins a championship.
He could have beat Golden State sooner if Zaza Pachulia didn't fucking break his ankle.
Exactly. Yes. So that is disrespectful. Now, if you would have said Paul George, different story. But Kawhi Leonard, you got to give him some respect, buddy. Put some respect on his name.
You can see the discussion.
No, fuck you. I'm starting to act like you. Fuck you.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Just like you have no fucking idea about baseball. I have no fucking idea about fucking basketball. But I'm gonna sit here and talk shit.
Okay, fine. That's fine. As long as that's fine. That's fine. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But I did preference it. Every time I talk shit about baseball, I do preference it. Like I don't watch it. I don't know about it.
Well, how many times have we said I don't fucking know NBA? We've said it since fucking 2020, motherfucker.
I was gonna say that's like Jeremy's catchphrase.
That is, I don't know, 100%. I'm just letting you know that we're not gonna disrespect Kawhi like that.
I am.
You can't.
Absolutely.
No.
Being as someone that watches both, I'm sorry to say the Kawhi Leonard sweepstakes I think was a little more interesting as well.
It really was. Because if he would have went to the Lakers, it would have been over.
But also the same fact is he's not being as cryptic and hidden like Shohei's been like for this whole thing.
That is true.
Motherfucker didn't even want people to know the name of his dog during the MVP thing.
He made it very, very clear. Kawhi said, I'm not staying in Toronto, bitches. I'm going to LA. He made it very clear of where he wanted to go.
Everybody
he
in their
made his respect to Toronto, but he wasn't being cryptic like this shit.
LA.
Where do you think he's going? Where do you think Ohtani's going to end up, though?
Where do I want him to go?
Braves.
Or where do you think he's going to go?
Where do you think he's going to go? I know where you want him to go. You want him to go to Braves. Where do you think
he has a really good chance of ending up there.
He's got a really good chance of ending up with the Dodgers.
I think the Yankees.
I don't think the Yankees. I don't think he's going to go to the Yankees.
Only reason why I think the Yankees, because again, it's just because it seems like they always get who they want.
But it doesn't matter. They haven't won shit.
I think it's going to be the Braves, so this way he can team up with like that amazing team they already have.
I would love if he goes to if he goes to the Braves, that'd be awesome.
Some of the trades Alex Anthopoulos has made makes you think he's making certain trades in order to try to go after Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
So I don't know.
I would
we'll see what happens. I mean, I'd love for him to end up in a Braves fucking uniform.
I don't think he's staying with the Dodgers.
But I think he wants to stay on the West Coast.
I don't think
he might. Honestly, he might want to stay out there.
Yeah, because it's closer to I don't know.
I think he may end up with the Dodgers.
Watch him go to the Padres.
Yeah, they just traded Juan Soto. He's definitely not going to the Padres.
Padres are selling right now.
Padres just got rid of Juan Soto and sent him to New York.
Oh, that's right.
They just traded him.
They sent a generational talent away. Nobody's going to the fucking Padres.
It's the fucking Padres. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean it's the fucking Mets. So I know exactly what that feels like.
The Mets are about to fucking rebuild like a motherfucker.
They fucking sold everybody.
Everybody.
And what, they signed Luis Severino?
Yeah.
And their new manager is some guy that's been on the bench of the Yankees? The fuck? Who the hell is Carlos Mendoza?
There's been some puzzling moves in the NBA or the MLB this year.
Yeah. Shit, there's puzzling moves everywhere.
But the most exciting thing, like I get people upset about Shohei not wanting to fucking leak anything and saying, oh, you know, if he should let people talk about it because it grows the game and da 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 da. I don't think he wants a bidding war. I think
where he wants to go.
I think he just wants to find out what their true price is and then go from there.
Unfortunately, doing those meetings at the winter meeting is probably not the best idea. Because unfortunately, the winter meeting is when everyone has to reveal everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So, he fucked up there.
But I don't get why people are so upset with him about just don't leak what we've talked about.
Well, that's because that's a trust thing, though. Like,
and he's Japanese, so
that's why I don't think he's going to go to the Dodgers, because once you said they leaked it, he's not going to do that shit. If you're doing that during negotiations and shit,
so he did say that if anybody leaked it, it'll be held against them when he's making his decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Roberts literally told his team and the media, because this was held during the winter meetings where the media's all over everybody, that the interview went good. That's all he said too. Was it just went good?
He should just shut the fuck up. He should have said.
You were at the winter meeting. Unfortunately,
you know what you say?
Shut up.
No, you know what you say?
You've got an opportunity to get almost basically a once in a lifetime fucking player.
You know what he says? I plead the fifth.
He's not Robert Saleh.
I plead the fifth. That's what he should have said. Or he should have said, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
It's like, oh, you know, Anthopoulos is great with his fucking words. So he tells them, well, he said, oh, we haven't, the only position player we've gone after is Kelenic. We haven't targeted any other position players.
Yeah, see, you gotta know how to do it.
Because they know Ohtani next season is just going to be a designated hitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be a position player.
I don't know. We'll see what happens in the coming days. You never talked about the in-season tournament today.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's get. I forgot about that shit.
Fucking ugly-ass court.
We have. Oh, my God. The prices went down.
Huh?
The prices went down.
Well, it's Pacers.
No. So when I looked on Saturday, the cheapest ticket was $385. I mean, I looked 2 days ago. The ticket for Saturday was $385. Now it's $175.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, prices for tickets usually go down the closer you get.
I'm still not going, but still.
It's still too expensive.
The fucking court is hideous. The semifinal court is absolutely fucking hideous. I don't know what the fuck. What's the red and blue?
Like who just sat there and was like, yeah, that looks good. Let's go with that.
It is
the NBA.
Fucking, have you seen the semifinal in season court?
Wasn't it like fucking ugly as shit?
Yeah, it's fucking ugly.
What'd you think of the TNT ESPN crossover?
I think that's stupid.
I saw that. That was fucking ugly.
Fucking ugly.
I think the TNT crossover is. I think that's so fucking dumb. Do you know why? Because I don't like ESPN. I don't like none of your shit. I hate that bitch Malika Andrews. Fuck her dumbass. I don't like listening to Stephen A. Smith. I don't give a fuck. Well, I do like Wilbon.
Yeah, Michael Wilbon is nice. Do not disrespect him.
I love Michael Wilbon. But those, I don't like them. I don't like ESPN. I don't like a lot of ESPN talent. I specifically go to TNT to watch.
Right back.
So I don't have to listen to these motherfuckers talk. So when I was watching and I saw Stephen A. Smith on the TNT broadcast afterwards, I was like, no. If I wanted to hear you ramble about some fucking dumb shit, I would have fucking turned to ESPN. Why do I watch NBA on TNT? Because you guys actually have great insight. You have ex-players that do great stuff. As soon as Stephen A comes on, it's fucking idiotic. No, I hate that. I love Michael Wilbon.
The TNT crew was kind of roasting him the entire time.
They were, but that's because they know he can't do shit. Like that's when Michael Wilbon comes on, you know you're going to get great journalistic. He actually watches the game. Stephen A. Smith does not. He doesn't.
I like Wilbon. I really do. I listen to Part of the Interruption now.
Yeah, I love Wilbon, but Stephen A. Smith and he's going to take over the conversation. So you're going to get no insights. You're just going to get opinionated bullshit from him.
Plus
and
his,
I hate
vernacular.
Yeah, and I hate Malika Andrews. God, I can't stand her ass. I hate her so bad. And I don't even care. It's not because she gets mad at black men or she wants to throw all the black men under the bus every time they do something. No, it's because she is just a bitch. A bitch. That's it. She called her own sister out on TV about wearing her necklace or some shit like that on a fucking. Oh, are those my earrings? She's a bitch. She's an entitled ass fucking bitch. And that's why she calls guys out. And I know, and it's not even just black guys. She's a fucking man hater. She's like Dr. fucking Phil. She's a fucking man hater. Okay? Fuck her.
Dr. Phil?
We're not, I can't fuck. Dr. Phil is a man hater. Have you ever seen when a guy goes on a show with Dr. Phil and a woman, Dr. Phil's always giving the guy the business till he proves that the guy's right. And then he's like, oh,
I've never watched Dr. Phil minus the Catch Me Outside girl or whatever she was.
Dr. Phil's a bitch. Fuck
I've
him.
never watched Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I can't we're not gonna do this, Stephen A. What we're not gonna do is we're not gonna talk shit about women. Bitch, the woman was the reason why the shit was happening. I can't stand Malika Andrews. Oh my God. She has everything wrong with a woke society right now. We're not going to talk bad about women. No, we're not. Yes, the fuck we are, because they suck at their job. Yes, we will. Oh no, we're just going to talk bad about Ime Udoka because he had sex. He had sex with a fucking. We don't know who the woman is. No, but we know who the guy is. How is that fair, bitch? I know that shit. I know we're not. I know your ass ain't saying no dumb shit about women. No, you don't bring up dumb shit about women the way you do men. It don't matter what fucking race they are. How are you on a fucking NBA show, which is all men, and you fucking hate men? God, I hate her.
I liked when Ime Udoka told LeBron to stop acting like a bitch.
I do too.
He shouldn't have gotten technical. That was weak.
No, they shouldn't have, but you know why? Because they were worried about what Malika Andrews was going to say. Because this is what Malika Andrews would have said. She would have came on the next day and goes, okay, so just to let you guys know, Udoka got a technical foul last night for talking mess to LeBron. And to remind you guys that Udoka is the one that got fired from the Boston Celtics for having an improper relationship with a woman and ruined her life. That's what she would have fucking started it off with. Fuck her.
So the in-season tournament.
I hate that fucking bitch. God, I hate her.
Yeah, the games actually happen too.
Lakers versus the Pacers. The finals are tonight. Who do you guys think? Who do you guys got? What do you think? Who do you think is gonna win?
Probably gonna be LeBron and the Lakers because they need.
They're gonna have their little bitch boy fucking win the fucking game. And
wait, so Sable is his wife, isn't she? Yeah, Sable is in her late 60s. So that's not the wife.
She's 56.
The rifle is +2 on the out of 10 scale.
Sable is 56.
She's fucking damn near 65. She's lying.
She's literally 56.
Yeah, she's fucking lying. She's damn near 65.
The Lakers are probably gonna win this.
She was 30 when I was in.
She
fucking.
Was born in 1967.
She's fucking lying. She was
on
born
August 8th.
What is she? Thon Maker?
She's fucking lying. She's 1957.
Because didn't he lie about his age too?
Yeah, Thon Maker lied about his age, just like a lot of those baseball players that come from foreign places.
That's like from the movie Benchwarmers. This is my birth certificate. I am 10.
The plastic in Sable's body is still too rigid for her skin. Ain't holding up. Sable's so fucking horrible. But okay, I think Lakers. LeBron James has been playing like no tomorrow. I don't know. I've liked the in-season tournament. I do. I like it, but can we stop acting like it's not a regular season game? This is the only non-regular season game.
Everything has been regular season. The only reason why they're taking it so seriously is because everyone gets a nice buyout.
Yeah, the finals is the only game that doesn't count, just like the WNBA.
I was gonna say, what are we bitching about? Like, we like the format of the fucking WNBA, and the NBA literally has the same format, and we don't like it.
No, it's not. No, they don't have the same format. They have
they did like a group play, and then the way they get into the playoffs was if there's a tiebreaker, it's point differential.
Yeah,
but they literally used the regular season games as the qualifying games for.
No, they had specific games for this one.
But I know he's right.
They counted for the season record.
The problem that we have is the way that the NBA has done it. That's the thing that I like. You have a different court for it. They're shoving it down your throat. You have LeBron James, who in the very beginning of the season is busting his ass to play like this. And I don't give a fuck about this in tournament season. I think it's cool, but I want to see you in the finals. I wonder, and again, I think this is going to end up being very similar to the WNBA. The idea is to make the beginning of the season count, regular season count, and you're going to end up having it very similar where it's just the good teams. None of the bad teams are actually doing bad. Well, the Pacers are a bad team, but yeah,
just came out of nowhere.
But they didn't really. That's the problem. They really didn't. Like, they made great moves in the offseason, and last year they were one of the last teams, like in the playoff. Like, they weren't bad, but they had a very good. They were that team that was on the rise. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Tyrese Halliburton was taking that next step finally.
Exactly. So I don't know. I like the tournament. I like the idea of it. I'm just tired of all the extra shenanigans that go with it. But then I can't really say shit because I wish that the WNBA would do more. So I really just don't like the fucking courts.
The courts are ugly. They shouldn't have switched them, but
I don't like that.
The product they gave was really good.
It was, and the players are actually going to play hard, and I think that's great. I think it's created more intrigue, a lot more intrigue. So I'm not mad at that. But the prices for these tickets are fucking insane.
Was it? It's 8:30 Eastern Coast, Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it's 5:30. Yeah, $175 to $3,000.
What, to go sit and see that ugly ass court?
Yeah, to sit in the nosebleeds.
You wouldn't even see the players. You just see the court.
Yeah, exactly. You'd watch the Jumbotron. So I think that's what's irritating the fuck out of me more is just the ugly ass court designs and the way that they're ramming this down our throats on the TV. Oh my God, this is the NBA season tournament is making so much excitement. You're right. But then we still got fucking 45. We still got 60 games. 60.
I mean, it's cool that the players are getting a payout for this game that doesn't count tonight.
Yeah, it does. It's very, very cool that they're getting a payout.
But well, I mean, I don't really care.
They're getting paid for the game. It just doesn't count for the regular season. Yeah. They still get a game check. It just doesn't count for the regular season.
And then also, I saw the trophy. The trophy looks boring as fuck.
Yeah. So I'm okay with that. I would have rather this been for like a playoff spot.
A free playoff spot?
Yeah. I would have loved that.
Well, isn't that what the play-in tournament is for?
But that's whoever wins the tournament automatically gets the 6th seed. Okay. Because then they don't go in the play-in. I would love to see something like that.
Why? Then that's gonna create the whole we're gonna bench our. We know we're already in, so we're just gonna.
Yeah, what happens if they're
the season?
And then if
it doesn't matter if they could lose every game from the fucking in-season tournament on, and still make the 6th seed.
Yeah.
What? That one might be a little
Yeah, but they can also make it better. So like, it's not like if you no matter what you make the 6th. There's got to, because the issue that you have is, okay, let's say for instance, right now, like let's say the Charlotte Hornets, okay? Let's say the Charlotte Hornets make it, or let's say the Pacers win, okay? Let's say the Pacers win and then they go on a losing streak. Wouldn't you like to see with what happened with Tyrese Halliburton in the playoffs? If LaMelo,
yeah, but I don't want to see a team that won an in-season tournament, 30 games or whatever into the season, and then fucking lose all the fucking games.
You do know that there are 32 teams, or there are 30 teams in basketball.
30 teams.
There's 15. And you
just gave a team
an
excuse to sit their star players.
Hold on. There's 15 teams in each fucking conference, and out of those 15, 10 make it.
Yeah,
whoa. 10 teams make the playoffs in each fucking conference.
You just gave them an excuse to sit their fucking star players.
But you won
the useless fucking in-season fucking tournament.
Do you really think? I know, don't get me wrong. It's probably a dumb idea.
It's fucking retarded. It's not just a dumb idea. It's fucking retarded. It's
But
on the
it is,
fucking
okay.
short bus with a soft shell fucking helmet licking the motherfucking window.
Okay, it is.
What the fuck?
I'm with Jeremy on this one. That's a bad
It
idea.
is. That's a bad idea. That was a bad idea. I'll take it back.
Like you just had
I'll
people
take it back,
bitching about them sitting their star players, and
I'll
they
take it
did
back.
shit to
I'll take it
avoid
back.
that now. And
That's a
now
bad
we
idea.
want to go back to you won the great in-season tournament on the fucking dookie fucking court.
We're
So
supposed to be
now you're
avoiding load
automatically into
management.
the fucking playoffs. So just go
That-
ahead and just lose the rest of your games. It doesn't matter.
I'm not
fuck
even-
this bitch.
I'm not even going to try to justify the take because the take was bad. You're 100% right. Once I thought about it, the amount of conspiracy that can get put into that, the script and all that shit. Yeah.
LeBron's an automatic 6 seed. Fuck, he doesn't have to play no more.
Yeah,
He
that-
can
no,
go in
yeah.
for the
Just
fucking-
sit
You're right.
for
You're
the
right.
best
You're right.
player
You're right.
in the fucking playoffs.
You're right. You're right. You're 100% right. I didn't think that one through. That was dumb as shit. I agree with you guys.
Eh.
I had a little D2D moment there.
It's all right. It happens.
All right. Anybody got anything else to say before we get off? Because we've been going for almost 2 hours now.
I've been trying to do laundry and the cat broke into my room. I'm hoping also this is the last time I do the podcast in my bedroom. So
Okay.
I'm going to be setting up back in my office or like entertainment room that we have for next week.
Nice. Jeremy, we're going to Keg tomorrow. You coming?
Huh?
We're going to
What?
Keg tomorrow. You coming?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll text
Where the fuck's
you.
that?
Oh, that's the bar we go to watch football.
Okay.
All right, I gotta go get some food. I will. Jeremy, anything you want to say before we leave?
Fucking Spider-Man 2 winning no awards on Thursday was sad. That was sad. That was fucking stupid, but whatever. Fucking, they were nominated 7 times and didn't win any of it.
I don't know. Is it like the Grammys and the Emmys where it doesn't matter it's how much money you paid?
It really doesn't. Honestly, I didn't even care about the awards. I was just watching to see what new games were coming out. I don't give a shit.
It's probably all about what developers licked what balls.
I know Crazy Taxi's being remade though.
Crazy Taxi, like Sega's rebooting like 5 different games. But again, like the Game Awards aren't really about the awards because, like, you know, they had a presenter, but like they're rapid firing like 10 fucking awards.
Wasn't Anthony Mackie the presenter?
What's that?
Wasn't Anthony Mackie the presenter?
He was for one of them because he's in the show Twist and Metal.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Sima Liu is also in one of them.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
But again, the video games awards are just for them to announce.
Kind of like winning the in-season tournament and automatically going to the playoffs.
I cheered. Bring back Seaman.
But that's the thing about some of these. Like, it's just to show off new things. Who gives a shit about the awards?
Exactly. All right, Jeremy, whenever you're ready, take us out.
Put me in, coach.
Take me out, coach.